Hi everyone, I'm Roy, and in this video tutorial, I'll be walking you through configuring a C RealSense project in Visual Studio. Intel RealSense is an amazing piece of hardware for implementing gesture-based human-computer interaction, enabling you to interact with your machine through speech, motion, and gesture. It also offers a wide array of functionality, such as real-time 3D scanning of objects and real-time measurement of objects. For more information about this, kindly head over to Intel Developer Zone, where you'll also download the SDK for the hardware. So let's get started. I'll be using Visual Studio 2015 in this project, but I'm pretty certain 2013 and 2010 should work as well. So let's launch Visual Studio. Once it's launched, you need to create a new project. So File, New Project. We'll be creating a WPF application, which is under Visual C#. A WPF application is a Windows Presentation Foundation application that uses DirectX to render objects. So we'll call it RS test, RealSense test. Create it in that directory. Everything is okay. As it's creating, it's important to note that the SDK not only supports C#, but also C++, Java, JavaScript, and Unity. So as a developer, you're at liberty to develop applications in whichever language you are conversant with. So our project has been created. We need to begin work on it. The first thing we need to do is to add the RealSense DLLs to our project. So there are two ways of going about this. The first method is by creating references to the DLLs in our project, and the other method is by manually copying the DLLs to our project's output folder. I recommend the former, whereby we use the references, since this has the advantage of automatically updating the DLLs whenever the SDK is upgraded. So let's do that. The first DLL we need to add is the one for the Manage C# interface. So go to References, right click on it, add reference. Then we need to browse to its location. So click on Browse. It's located under the RealSense SDK folder under binaries. Then I'm on a 64-bit machine, so I'll look in the 64-bit folder. That's x64. So I'll browse, I'll scroll down. This is the one we're looking for the Manage C# interface. So click on it, then Add. It should appear here. Then click on that to add it to your references. So it should appear here as added. The other DLL we need to add is a C++ DLL, and it's located in the same directory as the one we just added. This is the C++ DLL, and we need to add it through the post build event command line so that we copy the appropriate platform DLL when the project is built. That is, if you're on a 32-bit machine, we need to copy the 32-bit C++ DLL. If you're on a 64-bit machine, you need to copy the 64-bit C++ DLL. So how to go about that is we'll add it through the post build event command line. So right click on your project, then Properties. In the Properties pane, navigate to Build Events. So in the post build event command line, we need to specify a command to do just that. So this is the command array we're going to use. So if the platform is a 32-bit platform, we'll copy the 32-bit DLL to the output folder. Otherwise, we'll copy the 64-bit DLL onto the output folder. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it in here. Once that is done, now I'll need to specify the build options for the project on my machine. I'm on a 64-bit machine, so on the platform target, I'll set this to 64-bit. Then now we've configured everything, and we need to write some code to check if the configuration is shipshape. Open the menu.c# file to write some code. So we're going to create a simple program, just a program to output the RealSense SDK version. Nothing too fancy. That will be enough to establish whether the setup is correct or not. So let's begin. Private, create a PXCM session, call it session. Then let's initialize the session. equals to pxcm session dot create instance. Then now let's create an object to query the version from the session. So pxcm session dot implemented version, call this version, will be equal to the session dot query the version. So query the version. Then now let's output the version we got to the console. So console dot write line. Then let's have the RealSense SDK version is, then let's have that, let the values go in here. Then let's have the version dot measure and the version dot minor. So what these two do is, let's take for instance the version to be 5.6. The version dot measure will return the 5 part and the version dot minor will return the 6 part. So let's run the program to see if everything's okay. Yeah, and so far so good, it's running well. So this is what we are looking for. The RealSense SDK version is 7.0. So at the time of creating this tutorial, it's 7.0. Yeah, so that's all we are doing today. And yeah, thanks for watching this and happy coding.